New private home sales in Singapore during December were up more than 57%. This is the highest for the month in 8 years, with more than 1,200 homes sold. And observers are expecting the sales momentum to continue with more new launches this month. Clavon clinched the top spot for sales in December with almost 500 new units sold. It's one of 3 new launches in the suburbs last month. They helped boost sales to over 900 units. This is about 4 times more than last November. Experts say that's because buyers have jumped in on expectations of further price increases with a post-pandemic economic recovery.
Usually December is a slower period for the property market. So last month is a bit different because of the pandemic. So many people were not able to travel overseas because of the strict travel restrictions, and as well as the pandemic situation is still not very stable in many countries. So because of that, many people visited show flats, and that could have contributed to higher sales that we saw last month.
Meanwhile, 60 units were sold in the city area, while the city fringe area sold over 200 units. December also saw sales surge by more than 57% from November. It was the highest sale for the month in 8 years. The number of units sold in December was also twice the amount compared to 2019. With stronger sales in the suburbs and city fringe areas, analysts say buyers are mostly looking for long-term safe haven assets rather than to invest. One observer adds that there is sustained demand in the city fringe area because of the type of buyers it attracts.
The kind of buyers are largely professional researchers, people in the tech industry, so they are more or less quite resilient. They belong to the sectors that are more resilient to the current pandemic, and so they have that financial ability to actually purchase.
But Mr. Lee says there could be some uncertainty in the second half of this year for the private residential market, as authorities may intervene and introduce measures to push down private home prices.
If the sales went up, and then if prices also start to increase, they may be concerned because the private residential market seems to move in a different direction for the economic growth, and the movements may seem not aligned. And I think there will be concerns of whether there will be an asset bubble forming and so forth, speculation and so forth and so forth.
Market watchers expect about 10,000 units to be sold this year, with around 1,000 units sold in January.